Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of Dad's Making. As you can see, I have loads of ingredients set up here. So what are we doing today? Today we are doing something from my heritage. I'm from Bavaria, but it's also fairly popular in Austria and Switzerland, and it's called a Schmarrn, which is essentially a super thick pancake that you then either cut up or tear up. Yeah. So what do you need? Well, we need 500 milliliters of milk. We need a tablespoon of sugar, and we'll put that into our flour mixture. Our flour, it's not a mixture yet, but now because the sugar's in it, it is a mixture. So the flour is 250 grams of flour. You'll also need roughly 400 to 500, oh, it's a bit wet still. Roughly 400 to 500 grams of any berry that you like. I have blueberries here, but you can use raspberries or whatever, right? Then you need 3 eggs. So let's get these eggs in here. You can also put in a sprinkle of salt into the mixture, which is nice. Then you preheat your oven at roughly 200, and you put your form into the oven at 200. Let's give this a whisk, because we will drop a good 1 or 2 dollops of butter into our form, because that'll help us fry it. So now let's get this all mixed up nicely. So you preheat the oven at 200, and you just leave it at 200. So next, what we need to do is we need to sieve our dry ingredients. Make it snow, make it snow, make it snow, snow, snow. So, okay, now let's mix this all together so we have a smooth batter. Here you want to try to really not have any lumps. Let's get mixing. It's looking a bit thin, so what I'll do is I'll just pop in a bit more flour, like, let's say a good heaped tablespoon, maybe a bit more. So, and whisk again, just to get, it's essentially you're making a pancake batter, right? So however you like that to look is the way that this should look. So yeah, now we have a smooth consistency, and we're forming bubbles on the side, which is good. Then let's put this to the side, and let's get our hot form onto our table here. So if you forgot to put the form in, like maybe I did when I turned on the oven, and it's not quite hot enough, or you don't feel that it's hot enough, you can just take the butter and whack it back into the oven for a bit, and like you're gonna need, like I said, a good dollop of butter so that it's all nice and melted. And you have a good little layer of butter. So let's move this around a bit. We can smear this all up here. So let's give this another few seconds in the oven, just so that the butter is fully melted. And as you can see from the water dripping from my berries all over the table, I washed them just before starting to shoot. So yeah, and next we're gonna get it out again of the oven. So that is hot now. The butter is basically melted. Let's just get rid of the bigger chunks now. Just kind of make them disappear. That's perfect. So let's put this down now and try to distribute it evenly. Let's get rid of our whisk. Don't need that anymore. Next, we'll pour our batter into the form. As you can see, it's filling up nicely. Depending on your form and the amount of mixture you have, of course, it'll all turn out a bit differently, you know. And then you just kind of scatter your berries around. And yeah, I mean, depending on how many berries you like, just put it in. And now this will go into the oven for roughly 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, but I'm thinking more 30 minutes because of the thickness. And once it is just about done, you can sprinkle it with another bit of sugar and give it a bit of a nice crust on top. And yeah, then you're good to go with an epic breakfast that's done in under 10 minutes preparation time. Yeah, make you yourself and your family happy with a lovely special breakfast from my ancestors to you. And that's Schmarrn. There's Schmarrn as well if you want to look that up. But this here is just a typical Schmarrn with berries. Thanks for watching. Steve is out. So guys, as you can see here, this is the finished article. Not all sugar has melted, but that's okay. And like any pancake, you can now add powdered sugar, syrup, honey, or whatever you fancy. Maybe you like some whipped cream or even some sour cream, because there's loads of jammy goodness from the fruit in the middle. You know, and sour cream might take away a bit of the sweetness if you want to, or give a good contrast. So as you can see here on the side, we have some nice bubbling jammy goodness and all in the middle, of course. So thank you for watching another Dad's Making, and I hope to see you soon. Steve is out.